Okay, so today I'm going to continue something I was trying yesterday to see how long I could last against the cops with 5 stars and online, or I guess I was doing it in single player too, but like that, oh, I should only get one chance per character per episode, like whatever that I say. But let's try to do it on online, and I found like this perfect spot in a tunnel, kind of like the one where you escape from when you do the first heist, like the jewelry store, right? But somehow I poked my head out for like 1 second and I got 100 to 0, just completely destroyed, where it almost seemed like it must have been a player who did it. It could just be bad luck, but that was the most absurd thing. Like, it's so I also don't know if the performance is really all that great. Like, on online, when I'm looking back at some of my videos and stuff, it's not the best. In fact, it's not even capturing now at all. Or the one thing I didn't do is I don't think I showed off my other piece of art. Let me see. I don't even have it on my thing. Let me try to actually do it since I haven't. We have this one, obviously, with the two, like, slightly different colored gloves. But let me try to find the other one. It's, like, this is meant more for single player, even though the other one has the main characters still. Like, obviously it has Franklin, Michael, Trevor, but somehow where the hell is it? Yeah, the other one's meant for, like, RP and other things, I guess, but it could be just about anything. So it's this one here. GTA 5 is just all it's called. Let me put it up. Just to have an alternate image, although I do like this one. It's just kind of a little bit too simple, but GTA 5. Right, so this one's actually quite nuanced. If you look at it, this is this is like, you might think of that scene like, oh, see no evil, hear no evil, that the characters themselves do, but it's not really based on that. It's more based on my motif. Obviously, as you can see, Michael, obviously, this is my whole channel art motif of the main character shushing, or some character from the game you're playing could be shushing, right? I've done that for a lot of them, like Destiny. I had my character shushing. So here it's like Michael with the silencer. It's all sort of everything suiting their style, shushing you. I wanted to do this actually for GTA 6. I was going to take like the main character and have him do that, but right, just basically be shushing with a silencer. Then Franklin with the wrench to imply he's working on a car, right? He's all about cars, and then the machete, obviously, to imply that Trevor's just crazy and he'll stab you or whatever. Just something a little more suited to him. Oh, that's dumb because I tabbed out. It didn't load the whole time I was doing that. That's the whole point of tabbing out. But no, I've just been doing this sort of at random, or now the music almost seems to be bugging out. I don't really have any end goal for this. In fact, this could be the finale, which I thought I had already done that, but then I got distracted by chance, but then I came back. But what I want to do is the delisted little thing, where I go through the delisted games and try to play stuff that's about to go offline, so that I get the chance. You know, I always had that format where I would play stuff that's going offline soon, just so I would have the chance. And then the other thing I wanted to do was oh yeah, I have to do my monthly game, like some new game that would have just come out this month, or yeah, like, you know how I've been doing that the last couple months. Like November I did Slitterhead. It's the first playthrough permadeath of a new game, so Slitterhead. Then December was Indiana Jones. Then January was Path of Exile 2, even though that came out in December, I still did it. And then February was Avowed, which I really liked, but it ended a bit too soon. I guess I didn't die in Path. No, I did die in Path of Exile too. So the only one I didn't die in was Slitterhead through a couple episodes. I haven't finished any of them, but obviously I just play them on a whim like that. Either the music's bugged out or I just let it go on too long, so it just starts to repeat like this. But yeah, it's very good because I get to basically do something kind of totally random. So let's try to make this like the actual finale for the series, right? Where I'm not going to play GTA 5 again after this for a while, if at all, because all I want to do, all I want to do is aggro the cops, but we still want to do it in some sort of organic, dynamic way, and then find a spot and just literally last out forever. Or it could have been like some bounty hunter type person that, I don't know, like I poke my head out and they just hit me like clean, right? And taking me 100 to 0, 50 to 0, like your half health. Imagine if online didn't have regenerating health, for example, then... But see, the game is designed in such a way that it would make it almost unplayable then, because they throw so many enemies at you, you know, even like in the campaign or something. We find like a store to rob, right? And then from there we find somewhere nearby. It might end up being like the same spot, but this is for real now. I should only get like one try too. So I get one try. We fight the cops. I don't have to stay in one place, but it's probably preferable. This car isn't that good, but I like how tanky it is. It feels like some sort of a, like something out of Mad Max that you would just have to... I could make a very good series out of the online, though, if I really wanted to. Like, I set up all these different formats and things I was trying to do. They're gonna start to recognize me by now. I was about to go home, 1 minute away from retirement. Or you could keep hitting the bottles. And I never killed a guy out of respect too. You know what I should do is back away while still pointing at him. Never turn your back to him. Right, like that way. Because sometimes they will shoot you then from behind. This is what, even in a realistic sense, whether, not that you should be doing it for nefarious purposes, but whatever. Pretend you're doing it in self-defense. Right, like, you know, you're threatening somebody in self... Wait, what? Everybody just left. The hell? Or no, they just all disappeared, I guess, maybe. I want to find a spot that seems kind of safe. And, you know... Bro really couldn't find me there, huh? Yeah, this one I should take really serious, although the ladder makes you a little vulnerable. I maybe should have prepped up a little bit for this. These games always have a bad problem of you getting stuck like on walls and whatnot. Like maybe here could be good because, yeah, think about the angle. Like this is what you always got to consider. What angle are they going? What angle can they approach you at from here? They'd have to come down the ladder or what? Like, I don't even know. It might not be that good. Maybe I shouldn't say that I only get one try, but I don't understand. Somebody was hitting me from above, so you got to feel it out. It just seems like such an awkward location to get to. Like they can't even figure it out, or they'll come like sitting ducks. You know, that's one of those ladder cheese things in PvP that, you know, a ladder animation will get you stuck. Like in Dark Souls, either it'll make you invincible or it'll make you very vulnerable. So either way, you can cheese it. So it's okay, but maybe they're a little bit too close to me there. Yeah, it's not really that fun sometimes staying in the same place for so long. You got to have some... I should set up some rule set. Like after every star you get or after a certain amount of time, you have to do something else. They shouldn't really be able to hit me from there because it's such an awkward angle. In this case, the high ground really doesn't help because, you know, like I would rather be here than up there. You can't really get hit by the helicopter. That's always one big consideration with these spots. They can't even seem to get to me though. That's what I like about some of these. The airdrops might be awkward too, because like when they drop, they might drop them right here. But do you see me though? Because my old absolutist phrase, if you can see them, they can see you. But where? Why do you even need cover when you're not even here? This might be like a bugged out spot where they just can't even get to me. You'll kind of fall asleep and forget about it because you could almost get away with using a shotgun here. Not that I should, but because of how close they are. I'm certainly lasting a long period of time if that's really the goal, but I mean... The problem is if I last the whole episode, then what's the point? Right, we'll do this for like an hour, but then we should get some merit for it, though. We got like some experience last time that, oh, look, you're doing... Oh, we can't get distracted by the top part, though. And if you do this on, console, imagine playing a game like this on console. It's like whack-a-mole where the auto-aim is there, and that's always a concession that, oh, console games have auto-aim lock-on option, and PC doesn't. The same game, right, won't have the option. So what does that tell you? It tells you that it's the aim is not as good on a controller, even by the developer's own concession. Because why would they give you the option on one but not on the other? It's like, oh wait, it works actually properly on PC, so why did I go so far out that time? I like how they seem to be struggling to get to me. That could be because of the star level not being high enough yet still, but they're coming in like a very predictable pattern. So I'm an expert at finding these awkward locations though, huh? In no time at all, I found like 3, 4, 5 different really good spots that you can just... It's not as simple as you think because there's always like some weakness to it. The weakness of this is they might come in too close. But then again, you'll see them coming on the ladder. So if you're really sharp, if only I could get that angle better. Like maybe I should be on the other side, but I don't want to ruin it. Or you see their shadows coming. Like there's so many visual cues and stuff, right, to help you. But no, they'll be very exposed here with the... They're just a little bit too close to me is the problem. So like if they get me like they did yesterday, one guy just comes out Rambo style and just blasts you and there's nothing you can do. I could literally see the guy's shadow there too, which was kind of nice. I don't know if I can really hit them up there though from this angle. Or I still don't know how you switch shoulders, like the shoulder you're holding the gun over, which is relevant. Like you do in Red Dead, you can kind of like, I'm aiming over the right, so I could switch my hand or switch my shoulder. And you get all this dialogue about like, I am a bit of a pussy because it's me against an army, and it's like, I'm literally hiding in a spot like this, but it seems only fair. And I guess doing it online is only noteworthy for, doing it online is only noteworthy for the thing. To see how much, like not using abilities and stuff like that. I can't believe how much of a hard time they have getting to me though. Not even trying to go for a headshot. They certainly can't hit me from up above there. See, like, would this really be impressive? I'll do a 24-hour stream where I stay here, right, and do this the whole time. Then what? Are they gonna shoot through the wall like it's Valorant? They might actually be able to shoot me with the helicopter, but it'll be at a really weird angle, right? Through the whatever. Or they'll start rappelling people down now, which could be good because they'll be, like, if they're coming here, I'll knock them off or something. Or there's nowhere really good for them to land. It would have to be, like, right in the water there. It's a really unique spot. I like doing this so you're constantly in cover, but you're constantly ready to fire too. Like, you can't get lulled into a false sense of security, which you could say that's what got me killed last time, but I don't think I did anything wrong. I was just standing there looking out 1 second, and the guy just one-shots me. Like, it's almost like they're trying to, like, it's scripted to just do that, to not let you go on too long. Like, really, it wasn't anything like, oh, you get 5 stars and now they start to become more aggressive. I had been at 5 stars for a while. It actually takes a longer time to get 5 stars than you would think, though. I feel like you sometimes move like that in a weird way. And this shouldn't really be affecting the other players or... right, but somebody could fuck it up for you, I guess. Right, somebody could just ruin it, and... But then again, they all run into the cops too, and it might not be worth it for them. But yeah, we're role-playing as an evil character. Like, oh, our mental state is going down, so it'll give them a reward. That should almost be a mechanic in the main game, which they give you some little feedback from the therapist, but, like, based on, like, how you act as your character, too. But it's like... Who's got a shot? Yeah, look, they can't even find me, man. This is a weird-ass spot, but it makes my life easy, so I'll do it. Look at how I just dynamically, organically find these fucking things. Anywhere that just seems like out of the way and weird. The helicopters can't even do anything to me either. They can try to drop those guys down, but they'll be very vulnerable because either you go on the bottom of the water or you go right here in front of me. That's the most vulnerable time when they're first rappelling down that they can't do anything. This is like a very long stretch of them not... Normally they'll send 1 or 2 guys in here and there. And I could easily get out too because I could like jump down into the water even against a 5-star and then probably escape from the bottom there. Destroy air freight shipments. Imagine if I somehow did that objective too while doing this. That could be like a fun hard mode challenge. Play online and try to do the objectives on the map or whatever, but while you always have a 5-star rating on you. Like, you always have to have it. I just shoot out that light, but you can only see sometimes through that. So they just can't even find me at all. So I won't even be able to get up to 5 stars. Like, they're kind of cheesing me, throttling me. And anytime I move, they'll fucking... This is even still impressive. They're lasting this long at 4 stars. Fuck it. I don't understand really why they're doing it like this, but they were finding me for a while. I haven't done anything different. They just gave up. There's a helicopter up there, and there's nobody coming down. Like, I'm trying to make my presence very known, but it doesn't seem to matter to them. I should always have that sticky bomb trap up. You know, I'll get killed while I do this. They'll literally strategically do this. They'll lull you into a false sense of... They'll lull you into a false sense of boredom here. That should be far enough that it won't kill me, but actually I don't know. Right, like, imagine if that does actually kill me. I don't even have to use it, but just in case something happens. Right, good to have a contingency plan like that. And the cops don't really seem to notice it or care, obviously. They're just going to keep coming like clowns. So this is almost the way to negate a spot like this, just the fact that you're not sending cops. But if I could just get a 5-star rating, then I don't mind just standing here. Because look how long I'm lasting with 5 stars. I literally found like a bug spot. They just can't even get here, even though they were getting here before. Like, what happened? Maybe somebody's body is like blocking the... Oh, maybe somebody's car is like blocking the ladder. That could be it. That somebody like parked in front. Right, so now they're being blocked from even going on the ladder. Now as soon as I look out, it's gonna kill me. I gotta do something till I get my 5-star. I'm gonna get killed by trying to do this. Like, fuck me. Are you serious? At least he was able to hit me from there, as if like I'm wanting to get hit. Like, what the fuck are they doing, man? I just brought... So would this spot work would this spot work in single player too? Like, what kind of a spot is this? They just can't get here. I guess there could be some spots like that. You could be on the top of a building, but even then the helicopters would get to you. I'm gonna die as soon as I step out. Like, what a cheese. Or they'll hit the sticky bomb thing or something. Now somebody will come down right when I'm doing this. They're still not giving me the 5-star thing that I want. Like, what more would I have to do? I mean, I've been here for a while. You would think over time it should go up too, just like if you have 4 stars for a long time. But no, this is actually the best spot. I could just go AFK here for... Maybe I should do that, actually. No, but somebody will kill me in the online. I'll literally do that. That would be hilarious. When I go to work, I'll leave the stream running on this screen. And like, look at me, dude. Like, will they kick me for going AFK or something? That'd be the funniest shit ever. I'll do a 24-hour stream where I'm not even there, where I'm sitting here with 5 stars. I said I had to last as long as I could with 5 stars. I never said that it would have to be that I would have to be there. That would be too stupid, dude. I'll even do it. And then I could even see like when I died. I'll just leave it running. That's so stupid. That is so dumb. And my main goal now is just to try to get my main goal is to try to get I'm trying to get to 5 stars, right? Which I can't seem to do. And that's the one main problem. I don't understand. I should have had enough ammo of other kinds and stuff. To be careful because I won't be ready then. Switching weapons sometimes catches me off guard and is really annoying. Like, see, I can't even get that guy now because I don't have another homing launcher shot, and that thing isn't very good. I could try it, I guess, but it doesn't shoot in that kind of arc. You would assume I'm hitting somebody there because eat a snack, use armor. I guess if you had enough of those, you could really make that valuable, but I don't even want to use that as a mechanic. Like, pretend you don't have it, or eventually it's going to run out. Or wait, people are walking around now. So maybe the AFK strat wouldn't work entirely. But yeah, that's such a good vantage point for me, too. But yeah, maybe a car, one of their own cars was blocking the thing. Oh, shit. Yeah, it must have been that. So I must have blown up their own car that was blocking them so they couldn't come down the ladder. Or I guess you could strategically do that yourself. Put one there that would... Like, I ended up having to blow it up myself. Yeah, I guess you could cheese the armor and the snacks and all that shit, too. If you felt like... so you got to prioritize the bottom here, but you are getting sometimes targets in other areas. We're still at 4 stars, which is mind-boggling to me that this could go on for this long. What? But how are you taking that much damage from like one thing? That was kind of a good spot. That's the closest to crouching that you can ever get. Man, this cover system though. Where did he even go? There was somebody up there and then... Or why are all these people screaming when I'm not even anywhere near them? I guess throwing grenades from here can be pretty good sometimes. I don't want to get caught out at a weird time. But you could be getting hit from multiple places because you'll never know what exactly is out there. Right, there'll be all these guys everywhere. So somebody was impressively up on the catwalk railing there. And then now it's getting so dark that I can't see anything. Right, I can't see the thing as well. So basically what they're telling me is that there is no 5-star rating online, or it won't let me get it. Look at how long it takes. They're just not sending enough of them at me. I'm gonna die trying to throw a grenade here. At least let me get to 5 stars, then I won't feel like I have to do anything. Right, once I get to 5, I don't care. So he's gonna come down the ladder now, I bet. There's like 3 layers. You have this layer, that layer, right, that you can all focus on. I do have the sticky bomb there, but I'm almost scared that it somehow, even though it's so far away, that it might do something to me still. I don't think you can ever like get hit partly by an explosion, right? Isn't it always like an explosion will either kill you or it won't? I don't think it can just hurt you, right? Like a grenade or something like that. If you're far enough away, oh, it'll just, maybe it will damage you a little bit, but I feel like it's always just either you die or you don't. No matter your health, no matter your armor, no matter your distance. Well, I mean, distance would mean you just won't get hit at all by it. Or I could try to take out the helicopter still like this, but it'll just be hard. Yeah, I don't like this angle, though, even though you could maybe try to do it. The hardest part is just getting 5 stars. That's the thing. Let's immortalize and memorize the spot on the map too. I just go to a store to rob it to initiate the wanted level, and then I, you know, go somewhere nearby on a whim. It's not like I know the map super well or anything. Could be a bad idea. That's the problem, is I'll end up dying because of this. Like, literally, because of trying to go out and see, That's so unfair, man. Like, let me get the 5 stars first, and then I'll go there. How about that? Like, fucking stupid. Because that was a golden spot. That's so, like, backwards thing. I'm going out to seek it. Like, I don't need to seek anything. I'll stand there like a degenerate and do what I gotta do. Like, isn't this, like, exactly where it was, too? Yeah, we'll just do that same thing. But I'll just get 5 stars first, so then I don't have to worry about it. Is it? Yeah, so this is the perfect... So let's just stay nearby. That's the weakness of it, is it's such a good spot that they won't even come to you enough to get you there. Because again, it's always when I step out, so it makes it seem like, oh, haha, that's me falling for their trap or something. But it's dumb because, you know, let me try to time this. How did you escape that? Okay, let's do what we got to do here. Although normally I don't just cause chaos for no reason. I always use the store as a pretense, or, you know, like you're doing it mechanically. In fact, I kind of broke my rule a little bit there. You're already up to 2 stars. Maybe you could cause a certain amount of mayhem without needing to do anything else. This guy's just driving right through casual. Oh, look at that. I'm almost hitting some of these with that. Now we got to find a decent spot and then work my way down. So this maybe isn't the best idea. How could you have seen the grenade from there? This guy's got amazing vision. Like, would I even be able to hit this from here? Let me practice my lobs. Not quite right. Sometimes I swear I can't even see them, like who I'm trying to get at. But no, I sort of broke one of my RP friendly rules by doing that. So we're already up to 4 stars. Now we just have, oh, let's use the other thing. The yeah, I don't have like a proper rocket launcher for some reason. Is that not good enough for 5 stars, dude? I'm kind of annoyed by how they're so resisting that so much. But no, I'm a big fan of explosions just because it allows me to not have to aim. How is that not hitting something? Uh-oh. There could always be a player who fucks you over too, but it doesn't say that somebody killed me normally, so they could just hit me here, but it cheese with the regenerating health, which was my specialty, like in the single player. I stay out for too long because I can't believe that I'm not hitting them sometimes. The blind fire can definitely be a lifesaver, but it also doesn't do all that much. We're trying to basically just get to 5 stars. Hard to gauge, like, exactly where that's going. Like, where is that going? Whenever they get close like this, it's very deadly because you can just... They're not smart enough to come from behind either the whole time, except for now. I'm dead. Like, it's so... Oh my god. Oh my god. The hardest thing... Maybe I even got it there and I didn't notice. The hardest thing is getting 5 stars, apparently, because I've always gotten it so easily in the past, and now I can't get it. But then when I do get it, it's fine, because they can't find me, or that spot seems really bad for them. That's so annoying that, like, I always get 5 stars, no problem.
You gotta be kidding me. Go figure, it always
Oh, this is a different NPC too.
The weapon in my face is not helping.
Yeah, you should back out slowly. This is like an RP friendly way of doing it, so he doesn't shoot you in the back. Right, you would never turn your back and run. Just hold him in your vision and do like that.
Now get the hell out of here.
Right, that way he can't possibly do anything to you. You don't get a whole lot of experience for doing this, though. I mean, all the trouble I've been through. So, where exactly is that place that we keep going to? It's very close by to here, but I forget. I think it's down this way. No, I'm going to lose them without meaning to. It's there. Trying to keep their attention at that point. So it's unbelievably difficult to even get up to 5 stars, which is weird. Right, like, and then the guy comes from behind here. I was even saying, right, when it seems like the game listens to me sometimes. Like, I said, oh, they're too dumb to come out and do this. Right, and then to come from the other side, and then he does. Like, maybe I can go partially down, but not all the way down. Like, I don't know. I'm so much on this side that it would be hard for them to, you know... I kind of end up using the same guns over and over in a way that maybe seems a little boring. Maybe because I'm just used to it, or I'm too lazy to really try to do anything else. It's hard to really gauge where it's going. Yeah, we gotta watch the hero boring shit, like the fact my weapon choice is boring, or the fact that I keep doing the same thing over and over, or the fact that I stay in the same place for so long. I hate this thing, like where they stay for so long like that. So we're trying to speed run 5 stars, but we're still at 2, which really doesn't... You know how I got 3 one time? I got 3 by hitting a park ranger from behind in stealth when nobody was around to even witness it, and I got 3 stars. But yet this all doesn't get me 3 stars? Like, what do you mean, dude? Pipe bomb isn't really gonna hit anything. As soon as it gets up to 5 or close to 5, I guess sometimes you take for granted like Michael's shooting skill or something like that, where you would do more damage or be more accurate, whereas here it's like, you know, your character's not as good at it or something, right? Because sometimes it seems like they're more bullet spongy than what they would be in the single player. Looked like he was shooting at somebody else. You should do it like that, just like whack-a-mole. Don't poke your head out for too long, because then I'm always dissatisfied with my aim, but then I get hit. Or like if it's PvP, you keep changing where you are too. You don't stay in exactly the same spot. Or they can always get you with an explosion or some shit then too. That's why sometimes these games are more fun to play, especially online at the beginning, because there's kind of less weapons and less power creep, and it's all just like more straightforward. You would have actually had to have an old-fashioned thing. Now you can call it an airstrike, alien invasion, fucking, you know, all these other mechanics that you get, right, that you could absolutely do. So we're still at, maybe it's just different online, because I refuse to believe this makes any sense, that I'm still at 2 stars. Like, how? How am I at 2 stars? Like, I was seeing how long I could last at 5, but I can't even get 5. So what do you mean? And yeah, our mental state makes us an easy target for other players, but that's part of the challenge, I guess. But it's not really meant to be that. It's just like... It's meant to be more like... Or now the helicopters could be an issue too. Maybe I'm getting throttled somehow, like it doesn't want you to do this. Right, like they somehow don't want you to get more stars. Or maybe because I'm stuck in this mission thing. Look how long I poke my head out. That was such a dumb tendency of mine. Will we just be stuck on 2 stars forever, I guess? I don't know what number of things they could possibly expect me to do. That's so dumb. I never would have thought the hardest part is just getting there. I've had it so many times before. I just did it yesterday. At least where I got 5 stars, right? Or maybe it did take longer than I'm giving it credit for, but I think this has more to do with the fact that we're somehow, just by being around here, we're forced to be on the mission or something. Or maybe when you stay in one spot, it somehow punishes you a bit. Or it could be sometimes when I say stuff like that, maybe I move in that direction and that, like, I'm like, oh, they're too stupid to come from there. So then I turn around and look there and walk there, and then they start coming from there. So maybe my movement is what gives them the idea. This was not very climactic here. I didn't choose to be a part of this mission either, so I guess I just can't get 5 stars. In a way, this is kind of a good thing, because that means you could get away with as much as you want and never get stars for it. Right, it doesn't take much, and your head's always poking out in a way. Like, look at from their perspective. Your head is clearly visible. Right, but they just don't take advantage of that the way that a player could or anybody could. It not only needs a crouch button, but it needs a go prone button too. I guess I just give up because they can't. I mean, I can't do it. I don't know what, if it's because of that mission thing that triggered, or I've never seen it be that hard to get 5 stars in my life. So much for a finale of seeing how long I could last with 5 stars, but I found a pretty cracked position to do it. I should almost just try to grief people, but there's not really that many people, or I could try to do it. But then I always say I got to use my own car. Look at the delay too when you try to take out a weapon. That's why I died to that cougar in single player, or because it takes like an hour to actually do it. I wonder what else this intimidation mechanic is actually used for.
If I see your face around here again.
What? You'll do what? You never saw my face in the first place. I'm wearing a mask, dumbass. Okay, now you need to explain to me how to get 5 stars, because it could be... I'll find a different spot, I guess, but it could be because it's telling me to go to the foundry, which maybe that's the same foundry as the one that you go to as Michael on the final mission where they think you're melting down the gold. Yeah, I don't know what else you can do to get a high amount of stars here. You can almost grief people in a form by doing this. I should always do them where I try to keep moving around. Like, okay, I'll kill these, then I'll keep going. But I don't stay in one place, so that makes you a harder target. Just go around the whole city, basically. But now I'll get killed by a player. The problem with that is once you get a really high star level, then that doesn't work as well because there'll be too many everywhere. And you get this vigilante justice clown show too. That's just a general mission that it's giving you overall, right? It's not like something that should prevent me from... Oh, shit. That should prevent me from getting stars or anything. This is always a fun way to try to escape them, but I'm not trying to escape. I'm trying to maybe just get to a different location. It's a good way to get around when you don't have a... Good way to get around when you don't have... Good thing your head doesn't hit against this, because if it did, I can't crouch. So the best you could do is this, which isn't going to help. Like, it's almost a troll. Like, oh yeah, that's the stealth mechanic. Lol. Just you hunch over. Like, seriously, dude? Wait. I'm even joking about that, but it actually did cuck me. The problem with this is it's hard for them to even stay on you here. It really doesn't want me to go on that, huh? Like, I love this. When you lose them when you're not even trying to lose them, or when I'm trying to keep them on me. I go to such weird spots. Yeah, it seemed... Oh, wow. It seems way harder to get to 5 stars than what I was thinking, and I don't know why. We gotta find like a moderate spot first and then do it. It's a bit of a disappointing episode at least, but yeah, there's a lot of things I could do online. Again, I've never done an online heist actually, I don't think, because you would have to own a high-end apartment to do the first one, or, you know, they all have requirements, but I don't know. I just find it stupid. And the way that, like, the multiplayer forced aspect, or, again, people will be sort of jaded with it, like, let's do it in a very optimal way. Like, you can't take your time and really enjoy it, which even at the beginning you might not have been able to do, but especially now. Right? There's always that compulsory element, too. It's like, you know, you're doing a raid in WoW, and it's like you can't take it in because it's like... It's about... People treat it like real life or like a job. Like, oh, I only have X amount of hours to raid, and we, you know... I can respect it, but it's... To me, it's not what... It's not what the gaming experience should be about, where you kind of compromise it somehow. Or I keep starting these without meaning to. Right, like, in a way that's not really organic. So that is a similar spot. Yeah, like this spot was good. This spot worked. I'll use this one again then. Since they want to fucking... Or no, what the fuck, dude? Now I'm up to 5 stars. Is it, like, bugged or what? I was stuck at 2, now I'm at 5. Is it because that mission ended, or I got out of the range of it, or what? So this is good, because now... That shows you how easy it is to get 5. In fact, I got it there so laughably easy that I can't even explain it. Here we go. This is the same spot as before. As long as you can sort of see it from here, which I don't think I can. Or no, I kind of can. Where is that fucking pillar that I couldn't even see the last time? So sometimes you can take cover on this, sometimes you can't. And I don't understand why. There. So now we'll sit here for like 10 hours and just see how long we can last with this, which once you get to 5 and last, it should be, see, where did that come from? It should be pretty good. They'll never come from behind you here, or if they do, I'd be very impressed. Gotta go play whack-a-mole. That shows you like a psychological thing, like the visuals. You could play this with the same mechanics, but oh, it's just like whack-a-mole, then you wouldn't care, but now you do, because it's like, I guess I kind of needed that sticky bomb. Holy shit. It's just unfair. It's just unfair. I can't. But that spot was so good too. Like, how did I get 5 stars that fast? Every spot I think is perfect is always fucked up. I guess I am sort of breaking my RP friendly rules to whatever extent I try to do them. Okay, let me try one more. I think whatever mission triggered there prevented me from raising my wanted level, which in a way could be used to your advantage too. But you know, this is the same one again. Let me go to the poor shop guy that we keep harassing, the same shops over and over. So that spot is good, but there's one problem with the spot. And like, do I not have like a better gun or something? They could just be like really taking out the SWAT guys better or something. Maybe the Gutenberg sweeper is pretty good. Cause yeah, like that, I don't know. Well, first of all, I should almost have gone to a gun shop and get some of these explosives back. Yeah, we found some very impressive spots. Or I'll use the firework fucking one. That's not even a... use a sticky bomb. Use a pistol. Like, where is he pulling all this shit out of anyway?
Okay, I'm going as fast as I can.
Really? Because the intimidation bar would indicate you're not going as fast as you can.
That's all I have. Just take it.
Yes, you have already learned a lesson. Oh, he has the balls to do that even when I'm looking right at him.
You're an idiot.
Look how tanky even that guy is. Like, what the fuck is he wearing? All right, we go down to here, and we have this little incline. And like I said, I already demonstrated how it's not good, but... You saw me last there yesterday, I thought, for a while. Or maybe a lot of that was just getting the 5 stars, which here I got a lot easier somehow. They seem to have such trouble getting to places like this in the first place. Like, I guess I could go further into it. That would always be a thing. Like, this cover is good, but what if I keep going? Like make them come down a longer way. Is there another piece of cover like that? Well, the problem is you'll lose them here. Look how I'm trying to announce my presence. Yeah, this is maybe a better idea. Make them walk all the way down here and expose themselves for like an hour. And then do it like that. I'll walk them through the whole fucking tunnel. Yeah, some of these guns are sort of disappointing me. I don't know. I could even use my sniper rifle that way. Right, like stay so far that you can, and then again, if you're confident that they're not going to come from behind, that would actually work because, you know, I could cheese it. This is kind of a cheese way to go about it. But they bum rushed me last time. Like, you saw how many of them came at once. All the heavily armored SWAT. So the solution here could almost be to run. Then run the other way. And I don't know how far it goes, but this is a whole fucking tunnel system that we could turn into a whole epic. You know, every time we get pushed back, we just keep going. As if you'd need a sniper at this range, but it's just more so I can backpedal and shit. Imagine him hitting me from there. Like, was he using a shotgun too? And this is a stronger shot too, for what it's worth. So you certainly don't have to worry about getting a headshot with it. We're still at 3 stars. And how the stars work, I could not explain to you, because you saw how quickly we just got 5 stars the last time. We were at 4. Yeah, I'm more ready to like back off now and run away a little bit. Or again, we could just like backpedal our way to freedom. When they start sending those SWAT guys at you, it gets a little tough. But I want to be able to hit them and really not have to worry about them constantly getting back up. Right, they seem to be getting one shot, even if I'm hitting them in the chest or somewhere. So this might be good enough for a lot of it here. So let's just get to 5. And we'll see what we can do. This spot is definitely good. It's amazing. Even using that cover and everything, it still wasn't. I guess I just take it for granted. Like, I'm not really doing it. I just kind of get lazy, and just because the spot's good doesn't mean you can rely on it fully. When they drop those SWAT guys down that I start to have a problem. Or now they're losing me too. You know, did that really kill him or what? Or am I even regenerating health under this circumstance? You got to realize I'm pretty far away. Like, they're not, you know, how would they be hitting me from there? You know what I mean? I'm pretty, how? Like, bro, how are they hitting me from that far away? Even here where like the roof of this would cover you. Right, where they can't aim as well, but I can aim just fine at them. Right, you can kind of cheese it with that a little bit, but they still are hitting me, which is unbelievable. In a way that almost feels a little scripted or dumb. Okay, bro. Now he may get back up, I don't know. Well, that's just a bug, but I don't think oh wow, they're trying to scare me. They're gonna drop them through the wall. Like, look, I can backpedal all day if you want to play like this. It's too easy to lose them like this, though. What is happening? Yeah, you can kind of do it like this, where you let them come into your lair and sort of use it with the sniper rifle a little bit. Do they survive that? But at least it gets them down, so they're not always on your head. His angle is not the greatest, but I can't seem to get one thing to go, which is I can't seem to get the 5 stars themselves. I can't seem to do it. Mechanic $10 for the day. Look at that rush. That's what's gonna kill you. Look at how they rushed you there. Like, what was that? 10 of them don't come for an hour, and then they all come at once like that. Like, what is this? Is it because, oh, I just got to 5 stars because I didn't? Oh, look at that. Something almost seems scripted with it, like where they just suddenly go. How they do that? Even a player wouldn't be like that efficient sometimes with that. It feels somehow scripted to just suddenly give one of them a burst to try to end your shit. Whatever. Now we don't even have a car to get back. We have to, just for the RP of it, or sometimes maybe I just quit out in a random spot. But like, I feel like I'd have to get back to my garage. But that's a bit disappointing. You see how some of these end, like just a 100 to 0. You're in his sights for like 1 second and you just die. So how many snacks and shit like that can you even have? I don't even know how you access that. Like M. Collectibles. Where is that menu? I don't know. Health and ammo. Ammo. Like you just buy that on demand, I guess. Super heavy armor 9. Like you could do all that. The stacks especially could be cheese if you. And who said this couldn't be an RPG? Like, you know, like in Skyrim, you stuff your face with whatever you want, like to heal in the middle of combat. Own garage, so we'll use that as a.
Okay, not a problem.
Now, how much longer do you have? How long is it going to take to get there? This is not too far. They always struggle to get down to the bottom. But no, getting 5 stars is annoying. Once you do, they seem to just go God mode and one-shot you, like, if you're out in the open or whatever. There's too many of these bot messages, which is unfortunate. How to get a fast 15 to 45 million. Just sell shark cards in GTA Online. Haha. Rockstar. But yeah, that's a little odd. I'm a little disappointed by that. Like like I don't know. It disappoints me because I can keep backpedaling through the tunnel. It's more so like my own expectation of like I'm taking it for granted or underestimating the AI, but sometimes they behave in a way that's weird. Like, how did he do that? How did he, at that range, with that accuracy? I guess I'm more wide in the open there, but even when I'm not, there have been times where, that I'm not in the open or I'm open for a split second and they just 100 to 0 you, like insane, that it almost does feel like a player doing it. Okay, I could literally get out and walk there, but is the price of RPing. Like, holy shit, I told you to hurry. I was so dumb too. I went from one garage to the other, like across from each other, and I bought the shittier one thinking that you could own all of them, and I didn't realize you could only own one at a time, which is dumb. I thought the whole point would be to own at least you should be able to own several, one in each part of the city maybe. Like, isn't that the whole fun of it? You just
here we are.
Restrict me to one, you'd really restrict me to just one place? Or is it on the top here? These icons are sometimes not that helpful because you get like oh, I don't know what happened to that either. You get like all the different elevations can confuse the issue. So I don't even know what to say with that. It does seem sort of a scripted thing, doesn't it? Like maybe once you get 5 stars or get close to it, they go full alpha mode and just destroy you, which is odd because, but yeah, this one I could use like more for online, even though it's still not, it's still the main characters, but I didn't want to make one with just my character. But yeah, this is the 3 characters, which I don't really like how Michael looks there as much, but this is good. This is good. Okay, see you later. Okay, today is yet another episode of GTA 5, so I don't want to milk this series too much. Basically, I wanted to do a finale where I see how long I can last against the cops with 5 stars, but it was taking me forever to even get 5 stars or whatever. I wasn't playing too well. There seems to be a design thing that maybe happens. Maybe it's just a placebo, but like once you get 5 stars and I'm waiting, I'm in a safe spot, I'm in a very good cover, I poke my head out for 1 millisecond and then I get one shot. I just get domed. I could make a compilation of how many times that happens. I'm going along killing hundreds of cops, dozens of cops, right? No big deal. Even at 5 stars. And then all of a sudden one of them will just dome me. It could just be a lucky hit, but it seems almost scripted in a way to do that. Like one special unit just does that to you, and that's happened a number of times where they're like hyper accurate, hyper on the point. It almost feels like it's a player. Right, I was doing it online on my online character too, and I almost thought it was a player too, but I don't think so because it just said you died. It didn't say, that this player killed you. But let me show off this other piece of art too. I don't know if I did this last time. I was trying to use this one. This is like more for single player, and this one's meant to be more for online. Even though, again, it's still the main cast of characters, but I think I showed this, but because here at the top, I'll put some text that says like GTA RP or GTA Online or, something like that. Whereas this one's kind of just more clean. I wasn't the biggest fan of how this looks, but I guess it gets the point across, right? And this is my whole motif that I'm very committed to with my channel. I have a number of them, like with Destiny. I have my character shushing with my channel icon, obviously, is the shushing. So that's the whole, whatever, my whole vibe as my channel kind of motif is just every character, main character of the game, whether it be my character, whether it be the story character, right? Like with GTA 6, I could do the same thing, just have both of them shushing, or with that one, I would almost think of them kissing because they're a couple, so they could be kissing and shushing at the same time or something. But yeah, okay, let's go into here. I'm just going to try to get... I didn't want to even do it in the single player because I don't like to seek out conflict there, right? I don't want to just fight. That's been one of my in-character kind of RP type things, right, when I'm playing the single player, I try not to do things without good reason. Like something has to occur, right? I have to come across it organically or something like that. And also, I wanted to attack the military base. I wanted to do like the gun running stuff with Trevor, air trafficking and stuff, which is very fitting now because that's one of the things you can do online, or that's like the new expansion or whatever. Is Oscar flies again. I'm trying to get my phone to show my shit here. Hang on. But yeah, this has been a fun kind of just random series, and I should do this where that is what I was actually trying to do. Now that I remember, the whole reason why I'm even doing this is because I started this format called basically the format is I go through the most I try not to use the map either. The format is I go through the most popular games on Twitch, right? The most viewed game on Twitch, and I play them in order. So the first one was just chatting, where I introduced the format and explained what it would be like. Then the second one was this. Now we could go back there and just look and just do it. Right, I always wanted to play Sea of Thieves. I've never really played it. I tried to do some hunting here the last time. I have the body armor, and we have Trevor, who has the most OP ability, which that kind of makes it cheese, but I will indulge it. That could be a wildlife photograph waiting to happen. But no, I mean, I could go in my tank and just... What if I go to the military base with my tank? Like, how would that work? But no, you have to wonder with all this AI talk and everything, is GTA 6 going to be like an uncanny valley type of thing? Or there's like this thing in this game that's like, there's this Google Maps type thing where it generates stuff within Google Maps and whatnot, and it's like it'll do real locations in the world. It's hard to explain. Like you're driving by and it'll generate locations from real life. That would be I don't know how you actually control this with the, maybe it's just with the mouse, like the shooting and stuff. You can shoot missiles too, I think. Yeah, and I'm scared too because here I'll hit a button that mutes my mic or something, because I think that happened one of these times. It doesn't actually tell you any. I mean, I guess it expects that you would know how to do this, but I was sure that you could shoot a missile with it. I'm sure of it. Let me see if I can actually look in here. Or why do I look like that now? Just because I'm in the chopper? Trevor, I think, has the most money out of all my characters, or at least on hand. I know Franklin was actually pretty poor, or maybe I just had it all invested somewhere. Let me look into here. E-bindings, cars, bikes, boat, aircraft. Throttle up, throttle down, yaw left, yaw right. One of these buttons could totally be the mute, and I don't know which one it is either. Landing gear, aircraft grapple, so aircraft fire. How about the alternate fire? Because you have, or maybe you just do it the same way. Weapon, camera, override mouse control, aircraft grapple, E. It could just be like you switch. Ah, yes, missile. This is so cool though. I mean, this is something you like never use or never have a reason to use. What was it? E. I don't know why. Okay. I haven't really flown around in anything the whole time I've done this. The problem is the movement doesn't make sense because if the mouse, you know what I mean? Like, how am I going to fly with this if I can't do the pitch and the mouse at the same time? Because my numpad is right next to my mouse. So like I have to do one or the other. This kind of is a cheat code just with like, you know, getting around now so much easier than you normally would. I don't think I would be doing anything to upset anybody. I almost want to go to the military base with this, though. Like, really, what would they do? I guess they would just shoot me out of the sky, but it's not all that easy to do. Like, what other game really lets you do this kind of thing where you can do so many different vehicles, so many different, you know, types of combat and on and on? Is this even the military base, or what is it? It could just be a farm. There you're going back in the city. It's always satisfying to have like flying mounts and stuff in MMOs or like any world that's super big that you spend a lot of time in. Then you earn the right to oh, now you get to have a thing. I actually I can't even tell where it is from here. It's in the, it's in the sort of grassland area here. I just don't know exactly where. And again, I'm trying not to use the map either. I feel like, what is the point of this part? Is this the same dam area that I always go to as Franklin? Or like, yeah, or I like won the King of the Hill thing or whatever. Yeah, I mean, I've messed around with every type of game mode, with online, with RP. I sort of introduced my RP character, but I didn't really do anything with it. But no, like, it's like the scope of it, with all the flying vehicles, the aquatic vehicles, the ground stuff, all the different things you can do. Right? I think Battlefield is a game that kind of tries to do that, where you have all different like weapons of war and stuff, but I think it might be there, or maybe you can't even see it from this angle because it's like, but no, that's a good philosophy. Like you play a game for like 100 hours and you're always running around, and then you get like a ground mount, right, like a horse or something, and then you eventually get a flying mount, and it's so satisfying because now it's like, wow, you can really, like, even in Skyrim that would be so fun, which you can't actually do as far as I know. Maybe even in the DLC, I don't think you could ever do that. But there's probably a mod like that where you get like a dragon and you can fly on the. That must be it. You can like fly on the dragon. Or is that not just the airport? I don't know why I'm so. Because I feel like the entrance is more. No, this is definitely it. I mean, this could be done with a sense of purpose. Like, oh, I'm going there to steal a tank, which there's no point in doing that because. Like, is there not a way I could launch like some sort of strategic attack on this? Because even here, there should be like some sort of mission objective. Like, oh, you go in there and there's something you can steal, right? Like a special item that's worth a certain amount of money. Like, give me some sort of context to it, because I can attack it, but there's no point to sometimes to doing that. Or they'll have like little radio messages that they do too. Homing off. Like, let's just try it then. The problem really is the shooting of it, because it's like, if I'm going to do a pitch, right, I'm pitching down, I really can't use my mouse at the same time. I would have to change the keybind. I'm too high up right now is the problem. But again, as soon as I expose myself, I'm going to get destroyed. You might think, oh, this is like looking for trouble, but technically not, because, you know what I mean? Like, doing the base itself feels like an objective, so. See, what was that? What was that? Oh, what? I'm paranoid any of these keys might be muting the game too, because they don't seem to be noticing me, but it's very difficult to deal with certain encounters like this, so look how annoying it is to actually de-elevate here. I mean, as long as I'm not landing in their airspace, it's fine. Oh, here we go. Now I'm gonna hit something. Like, how close will they let me get? Even out here, they probably still don't care. Even though in real, what would you have to be, like the U.S. where we allow those drones to fly around fucking U.S. whatever? They're totally gonna hit me. Oh. How are they so good with it though? Like, so like, really? I get it, but I mean, yeah, that's what we should have done to the drone. So I guess it really feels appropriate to do it as Trevor too. This game can be a little more punishing than I give it credit for sometimes. So Franklin, the least likely to actually pick out a fight with law enforcement. But he's always like path of least resistance. He seems to be sick of even having to deal with any of this, right? This is all he wants to do. Just, he likes his cars, he likes his Tanisha chick and all that. This is where a bit of the annoyance comes in. Just like, I don't know how to even trigger the encounter, but that's all I want to do. There's so many good immersive elements in the game. Like, I like the stock market. I like that you can mess around with that. I like the fact that, you know, how so many mechanics work, but I completely lament the emptiness of the world. Like, I'm the one guy who could play the single player for hundreds of hours without mods, without needing RP, without needing you know, without needing online. I'd be the guy who could do that. But even me, even I, you know how much I love Bethesda games, or if you don't, then obviously I'm a big fan of them. The content comes to you. It's an open world, but the content comes to you. You know, you go around, you don't need a mission, you don't need an objective, you don't need anything. You wander around, there'll be interesting encounters, way more so than this. We'll have some here and there, but there'll be interesting encounters. There'll be like, you know, random events, always enemies that scale up to you. Every dungeon will reset. There'll be these, you know, relevant items, relevant enemy levels, relevant, you know, different enemies in there every time. They'll respawn, they'll scale up. Everywhere you go, there's content density. There's a dungeon to do. There's something always to do in terms of the core gameplay, right? Like similar to how they could do it with gang wars or vigilante missions in here, right? That you might think, oh, you can't imitate RPG gameplay like that with the getting items, and because that's the core experience of the game, right? I don't know how much better I can explain it. Like, what is the core experience in Skyrim? You're exploring around, you're exploring a dungeon, you'll go to a dungeon, then you'll go inside, you'll fight the enemies, you'll get to the end, you'll loot a chest, you'll get some loot, you'll go back, you'll turn in the quest, right? Then you'll put some books in your house and read them and RP with your family, your kids that you adopt or whatever. Like, that's all fine. But the core experience, you can do as much as you want, whenever you want, wherever you go. There's always dungeons to do randomly. They'll always respawn enemies, different enemies every time, different items, different, scaling up to your level, so they're relevantly challenging. So they're giving you the core experience over and over. Some people might find that boring, like, oh, we want more context, or it feels sort of cheap and sort of recycled after a while, but you don't have to do it. You could just do the story and missions only. That's fine. But it gives you the option, at least. It feels like it makes good use of the open world. The problem that I run into with a game like this is there's not a single instance of that core gameplay element that I'm talking about. Where can you go besides, again, fighting the cops or fighting the military base, right? Which neither of those really make good use of the open world. Although, you know what? I guess the cops kind of do. You could trigger an encounter with the cops literally anywhere, even if there aren't people around. You could like call them to your location. So you could flesh out the world that way. It's saying like anywhere you are in the world, you can have a fight with the cops if you really want. Like, okay, so fine. But other than that, right? The military base is cool, but it's an isolated location. The arms trafficking stuff is cool, but it's limited to that area with Trevor. So other than that, right? And I've said this a million times, but I'll say it again. That mission, right? That mission is missing of gang wars for Franklin. You fight over territories. They keep attacking them dynamically. Just a ongoing thing that you can do throughout the game. Different territories in the city, just like in San Andreas, something like that. They could have improved the vigilante missions that would take you anywhere on the map, and you do the gang activity, and you do the gang activity, and you do something else like I guess I'm not doing the first person anymore that I was trying to do, but I'll try to obey traffic laws, I guess. But yeah, you would not have the gang wars. You don't have the vigilante missions that'll take you to a different location every time, somewhere random on the map. It could potentially take you anywhere. It'll let you have a gunfight, right? The core gameplay experience. You drive to a location, you have a shootout, you win the encounter or die, and then you move on, and you win the encounter, and then you win the encounter and you move on, or you die or whatever, unlike with the cops where it just goes on and on forever in a way that obviously can be a little bit unsatisfying, as I say. So I'm trying to justify doing this somehow. I beat the yellow light. I just need to find a way to, maybe that's what I should do, is like I should wander around a bit more. Or it would be hard to do on Franklin because I have very few weapons. I keep getting caught like the deer in the headlights, where I don't expect, like even what we just happened in the military base. I keep underestimating it. Like I'm treating it like, oh, they'll kind of go easy on you, but they're actually pretty punishing. Like you just can't fly in there at all. Right, you just can't fly in there, and you also can't you could take a tank in there, but it makes you an easy target, kind of. You can kind of switch between the characters too if you do that. Like if you hang out with the characters, like, oh, let's go get a drink, and then Michael's with you, I think then that's almost a way you can do anything you want while switching. You know, you're then go to the military base while doing that, and even if he might get upset about it, then you can fight with him and switch back and forth, and you're both there, right? So I think you can kind of force it that way to, if you want to derp around in the open world with multiple characters. Although I don't think you can do all three, or maybe you can. For some reason, I almost remember that. Do not enter, but that I don't know what that means there. What is that goofy bus? What kind of behavior do these AI like? It's nothing that I'm doing. Like I'm not doing anything. What is he doing? Look at this. Like there's so many. This is random, but maybe not in the fun, dynamic way that I'm talking about. The guy's just ramming a bus for no reason, right? Like it's so. He'll do it again. He'll do it again. Like maybe he's just trying to get out of there, but he's hitting everybody. I mean, I could take him out as a vigilante justice, but I mean, either go or don't. I guess he was just trying to get out. He wasn't really trying. What the fuck?
Hey, you don't see me driving here?
That was my fault, but I'm kind of stunned by the fact that these people will not move. And right, there should be a realistic RP sense like that too. I have to go and repair my car. Like, what is he waiting? Oh, this is confusing. I was gonna say it's a stop sign, but why do you need a stop sign and a stop light both? Right, because then it confuses the issue too. It's like the light's green, but oh, it's still a stop sign, so I still have to stop. Like, right, that was pissing me off. Let's have a gunfight with the cops, but I can't do it unless I trigger it somehow, and I can't trigger it unless I like rob a store, which unfortunately it doesn't let you do that with the proper stores. Like, you know, like I might have missed the light. It doesn't let you do that in terms of maybe the golf. I guess I could do right turn on red. I guess the golf place could be, maybe we could antagonize them if like a guard attacks us. Like we can do stuff like that where we go in and trigger something contextually, right? Without me, like I'm not going to just kill some random pedestrian, but if I go into here, I can like, I'm unauthorized to be here, and then I forget how buying the properties work. Like if you can buy anything with anybody, but it's like, what if Michael owns this? Then, oh, I can come here if I want. Some guy was trolling me pretty well here online. Like he had this little plow type vehicle that I don't know how to explain it. He kept knocking me up over the side of the grass or something. Or, I don't know, like somehow knocking my car over.
You gotta go. I'll put you in a bag.
Now, who would have witnessed this to call the cops? And the answer is I have no idea. So let's make this even more difficult, because now we have to get what? I'm gonna die to one single guard. The thing is I don't have ammo, so now I have to make the best of the ammo that I do have. Right, where let me try it with the base pistol. Whatever ammo we pick up is gonna have to be very strategic. So let me try to take this more seriously, because I know it seems like all fun and games, but I'm actually kind of annoyed by how badly I've done in some of these. It just doesn't make sense. Like I'm not I just underestimate it. Like I'll die in this much time. Like fucking I'm gonna have to farm their ammo out. This guy's still alive, isn't he? Like how? Bro. Something is weird, man. I mean, in this case, it's sort of my fault that yeah, I'm like way too out in the open here. Is that because I picked that up from them or what? Or the fucking stupid ass helicopter is what gets me. I'll hide from the helicopter in a gazebo. Ah, yes, of course. Video game logic. Hide from an attack helicopter in a fucking gazebo. Whether it may or may not even work, I don't know, but... Oh, God. That's a bit of an interesting challenge, though. Start with, like, no ammo, so you have to fucking... Okay, this could work a little bit. Even though... Once you let them converge on your location, it's just over, though. Like, it's a lot harder than I give it credit for, so you got to be a little sharper with it. And now we're suffering, too, from the... you're suffering too from the fact of the chopper is really my mortal enemy. I can control the other things because I can't. You motherfucking. How am I gonna hit you like that with a pistol, man? I'm just running these guys in circles. Like, I'm not even killing them, but yeah, they're even saying fight me, man. But yeah, this isn't going to work once you get a higher level of bounty here. I guess as much as I say the regenerating health is so cheesable, it sometimes doesn't matter because you're kind of like you're so low, right, at half that you can get 100 to 0 so quick. Look how I'm just running them around like a clown. So I don't have any ammo with anybody though. How am I not picking up ammo when I'm killing them? I could just lose them like this, just ring around the Rosie the clowns. Like, what the fuck, man? If only you'd let me play this like with a stealth system. Now I'm actually seeking them out. They're so tanky too, but I mean, this is just a shitty pistol. So what weapon are they using that they're giving me ammo with? Because it's not the pistol. I can't even keep track of their positions, man. Look at that. Look at that. Like, what? They're gonna get me. Like, the chopper's gonna get me. Like, they're relentless, man. I mean, I guess you could correlate it to the stars, but I just can't even hide from the chopper. Like, you'd be better off getting in a car, which I guess would be allowed if it's my car. Oh, I'm dead.
The suspect's heading west.
It's so fucking annoying. But I mean, that one I made harder because of the gun thing. Like, not having ammo with any of the guns. My problem is maybe I stay too much in one spot. So let me try one with Michael where I'm a little more dynamic. If you keep moving around, you keep driving around, right, this could have better value.
Hey, listen, baby, that was great. I gotta run now, okay?
Alright, bye, babe.
So long.
Don't listen to that with no video. Otherwise, you'd think they were just getting done doing something else. But no, like, fighting them in your house is kind of a cool thing. In GTA, you get to order cop service instead of room service or like delivery, right? I want a delivery of a wanted level. I'll just call the cops and bring them to my house, and they do come in here, I'm pretty sure. And then you could always escape that, I guess, by like, I want that scenario to happen, but what I'll do is to make it happen, I'll go somewhere to make it happen, but then I'll come back maybe to my house, I guess. I really hate obeying the traffic laws because, again, there's no incentive to do it. You know how they do like the good sport thing online, like all the mechanics online that should be in the game. They should do the same thing, like a karma system in this game. Like, oh, if I obey the traffic laws, I get like an internal karma, which doesn't do anything immediately for you, but then it unlocks over time, like Paragon, Renegade, kind of those kind of options, right? Where now I can become a cop and do vigilante missions because I've been behaving good, or now I can do some drug deal because I've been behaving bad. Like, outside of the main story, it rewards you for your behavior in such a way that would allow you to sort of identify your character that way, right? So if I choose to do this, there should be some benefit. They're like, okay, I'm gonna obey the traffic laws and be all good and everything. I don't think this has anything to do with the light, though. So I'm trying to just like rob a store or do something that would allow me to do this as Michael. All right, just again, something contextual, going somewhere I guess that I'm not meant to go. Which sometimes you think even the movie studio counts for that, but it's not, because, you know, Michael should be known by them, but maybe on somebody else or at some other time in the story could do that. right? So that would be a great system, right? By doing this, you would get, oh, like +1 karma, and then that adds up over time, and then that allows you to have certain dialogue options or mission trees or different choices in the world, right, that you otherwise couldn't do. And again, vice versa, you could that was like a realistic way somebody would do that in real life. Okay, technically I'm okay with going through this because that wasn't my fault, but also a realistic traffic jam moment. But no, it's like come on. Yeah, let me try to stay mobile a bit more. I keep finding these really cracked out locations that are amazing, like that are so good for getting 5 stars and staying there, but then something happens. Something happens at the point, I swear, where it's not that, oh, they're more aggressive or there's more of them or anything. One dude always stands out above the rest, one hero unit, and he just fucking domes my dumb ass. Like, it can't just be sheer chance because it's happening so consistently. So it's like some internal game breaking thing that they do to try to troll you. He almost looked like he was trying to escape from me, but I didn't hit him. So Michael's gonna have all the guns and weapons in the world that he would want. Or yeah, I have like this fascination with almost being poor in a video game or like trying to earn stuff. Like, this is one of my favorite things that I did as a kid in Majora's Mask, right? When you would go, or it's just something I remember that signifies how I play stuff. In Majora's Mask, you reset time to the first day and then you lose all your money, right? So you store it with the banker or whatever, but then I wouldn't take the money out from the banker. I would go, or sometimes I would do that and then just fill up with items and then go about my business. But what it would do is it creates a dynamic where I would go around the ice area right outside the town and I would kill those big lizard, whatever they're called. Isn't that kind of like a Dodongo almost? But I would kill those and I would farm out 50 rupees and get enough. That way I could buy whatever I wanted, the kegs and the different items, and because you reset everything back to 0. So I would spend like a few hours of the first day doing that, and so now, oh, I'm ready for my big adventure because I've saved up the money. And what kind of fucked up road is that? What the fuck was that? Like, so again, you go in, you spend time earning money, then you're ready for your big, day. Like, oh, now I saved up, I earned the money during the first day, and then now I have all my cool items that I can go around and do what I want to do for the rest of the 2 days, whatever it might be. And so that creates a very good dynamic that it feels like you have to really earn it and manage your resources and stuff like that. And of course, you have the banker guy who, I guess that money stays saved regardless of time. Bro, you have your own lane for this. Like, what? I'm not waiting. So yeah, that's kind of satisfying. So in the same way here, like, I have so much money that I have nothing to even worry about doing with it, but it just doesn't feel relevant, right? Like, any amount of money that you might get from doing something isn't going to be a big deal. Any amount of money that is a jaywalking moment, truly, because you had the light and that wasn't the driver's fault that I hit. Actually, that's my fault. This construction site would be a great place to is there something I could do in the strip club? Like, can you rob the strip club? Like, I don't even know. This would be an amazing spot. I want to do it. In fact, that's something you do with Franklin. Well, more so for a major kind of mission, but right, with the assassination kind of thing for Lester. Lester is literally me. Glasses emoji. I guess I'll go and I'll attack the strip club, even though I don't know what it does. And I guess maybe one thing I should do is I could turn off the music for now, because that tends to potentially be a problem. Even though I guess radio off would make sense that doesn't affect it, because it's not really a radio. Well, I don't know. it's not this, you know, it's not a radio that you control, so I could understand if it still plays. And you shouldn't get in trouble for the girls because you're not really getting a lap dance or some shit. This is kind of pissing me off how long this is taking. You know, why do we even get to go left? Shouldn't they be able to go first? Like, I don't know how California driving laws work. Even attacking the gun shop doesn't do anything for you. You can certainly go right on red, and I'm gonna do it. And here we go. There is no light or anything even there. I don't get it. Or this is like Trevor's own club, so we're sort of trolling Trevor. Look at these jaywalkers, man. That's the most disgusting crime that we've seen so far is Michael, because we haven't done any ourselves. Look at how people are behaving. Like, am I using some sort of chaos mod and I don't even realize it? How did I even get rid of it either? Oh, I use like some external mod manager, actually. This was one of my favorite things I actually did do in GTA 4. I would have like a big shootout at the strip club. But let me go in there. Let me go in there first and then see what happens. Or I can't. I just want to shoot up the club, I guess. Even though, logically... Like, let me actually shoot the place up, assuming that I would be able to get something as a result. Or they won't even let me. But how? No, that's no cool.
Remember, I'm a bad person.
Oh, you have to kind of go in with this. Assuming that I'm trying to rob them or something. Which I wasn't trying to fight innocent people, but... Whatever. I don't know if there's some objective... Or in fact, you could have the whole shootout here, and it wouldn't even be a problem. Where is he? Where is it? Too bad I can't crouch moment. Right, you could have the whole gunfight here, but I kind of want to go to the construction side or somewhere. You got to keep changing in the middle for variety, but then that's how you get killed too. Like, what if I just sit here? This could be a great moment too, because you know they can only come from one direction. So now we're going to do something in the strip club that won't get us in trouble, which is killing a million cops, because the thing that could get you in trouble is either the music, which maybe I can faintly hear, or the it's either the music or one other thing, which is the girls, obviously, if you whatever do something you're not supposed to do. So can they really hit me from here? And the answer is they probably could, as they always do later, but why don't you people just leave? Like, I don't care about you. What? Who's hitting me? It's kind of dark in here. I can't see shit. Where? I don't see him. I don't see him. I still don't. I never saw him. I never saw him. I guess I'll just do it online. Then I get one chance for each character. Like, I don't get it. It's so dark in there, I can't see shit. The way that I justify it here is, again, I go to rob like the convenience store, and then that sets it off. So either I'll try to keep moving around, or I genuinely couldn't see shit, but perhaps I shouldn't be a deer in the headlight in those moments. Like, I should move around, but that can make you vulnerable too. Like, it could have been one of the strip club people doing it, but I just couldn't see shit. I didn't see any icon on the map around me. This used to take a lot longer to load, I feel like, the online. Maybe that's why, because I tried to do it on console. I was going to try to do actually an NBA 2K for some reason for my monthly, or I just kind of felt like playing it, but that could be like my monthly game, even though it didn't just come out, obviously. It comes out like around October, like the beginning of the season, but that almost would have been my game for the month here as far as like a new quote-unquote game. But I didn't have time, so I didn't bother. But let's go to the convenience store. I don't even have a vehicle. I'll take a cab to the convenience store just to fucking... I've been using cabs a lot because I'm trying to do it that way. We're like, oh, I'm not allowed to steal. I'm not allowed to steal a vehicle, so I have to do it this way. And of course, we could try griefing people, which doesn't really feel bad to do that because that's what it's meant to be. Like, you know, you can go in passive mode, or you're meant to try to do that almost. Oh, sometimes it shows you like an icon on there. But I was in kind of an odd spot that they understandably would have issue with. They'll let you be my getaway driver with respect to take me to a store, and I can't seem to actually navigate this. I think those appear on here at least. Here I don't mind using the map either.
Let's go. Sure, if you'll pay extra.
Giving people heart attacks is my professionalism. What the fuck? My cab just stopped two of them. Bro. I'm in a cab. Like, I'm not even... Were they even trying to go after me or what? Is bro really want something here, dude?
Okay.
I'm getting hit by my own cab guy. And that can always be endless fun, just griefing people, but... Bro. Why does it show like there's only one store, too? It might just be the closest store, but there's so many around that you could potentially rob. But no, what you can do here, too, is you could cheese it with all the items and stuff. It was one of those instances where people could look at it and say, oh, you could have used your armor, you could have used your snacks and stuff. This isn't an RPG. This isn't Skyrim where I can stuff my face with 30 potatoes in the middle of combat like some fucking degenerate clown, right? So you could sort of seemingly play it like that, or I don't know exactly how that works, but I definitely don't want to do that. Right, so I'm trying to keep it. Oh, it was right here anyway. I like how they did that too. They all ram into me, but they didn't even kill me. And I'm always too slow on the uptake with taking out my sticky bomb. Right, that I try to. And we picked on these poor guys way too much. What is he doing? He doesn't mind driving when he runs through the people, but then he does mind. I'll cut you off. I'll cut you off.
Oh, great. Are you kidding me? What do you think I'm doing?
It's only a fireworks launcher. Oh. Dude, it's a cosmetic. Fireworks are harmless, don't you know? They never start real life fires or any... What? Oh, he's just running away. I love the ludicrous... That was clean. I mean, that was good. I love the... I'm gonna get you again, though. How about that? Fuck. Bro, what the fuck was that? That gives me a good reason to at least retaliate. I don't want to keep using the same spots though over and over. The big difficulty I have is that, oh, I'm not allowed to steal vehicles, let's say. But okay. I don't know. I keep finding these perfect spots. Like there's one over here I think I was using. And I don't get it. Liquor store is closed. Yeah, the one that I just robbed. No shit. Like, would it be closed to everyone then, or closed to just me? I think it probably said it's just closed, period, because somebody robbed it, so you can't exploit it too much. But again, there's not much of an incentive to do stuff like that. Especially when something like this has been out for so long. Like, oh, maybe it would have been cool at the beginning to earn money for new players or whatever. I'll do this one again, but I just don't get it. Or, you know, it was stopping me from getting 5 stars is the problem, too. I poke my head out sometimes for too long, you know? Oh, God. But how? I mean, it's understandable. They'd be hitting me here, but I can't shoot them from within this, can I? Man. This is what I get for trying to abuse regenerating health, I guess, too much. I rely on it too much. This doesn't make sense. Like, staying in one place might be the ultimate mistake that I keep doing.
Now? You gotta be kidding me. Go figure. It always happens when I want to leave. You'll get your money. I'm going.
Bro is impatient, and he's only half intimidated. Like, what more would I have to do, man?
There. Are you happy now?
Yeah, now do it this way. do it that way where you back out and kick the door behind you. The old, like, Joker style that he does it in The Dark Knight. Or, I mean, a lot of characters probably do it, but... You know, you always got to get them like that when they're about to get out of their car, or you got to get them in such a way that you can, you know, like when they're rappelling down from that shit. So like, oh, you could get in trouble for doing this kind of content, let's say, but you shouldn't really, because it's part of the game. Like, this is just one dynamic challenge element. Like, I'm trying to see how long can I last. That's a legitimate form of doing something, considering that the cops and everything are such a big part of the game. Wait a second, is this... I don't know. Like, yeah, how did I die here? I don't even understand. I was in this spot before. That would be the most busted thing of all. If your health could regenerate to full. Or now I'm gonna lose their dumbasses out here. Or he couldn't find me, but he was right there. Amazing. He couldn't find me, but he was right there. I love it. Yeah, you might think, oh, body armor, but it doesn't matter, because if it's a one-time thing, right, it's not really going to matter. So you're a lot more squishy than I thought in this game, and you're a lot more, as somebody who's done a permadeath run, it feels like somehow in the story it's scripted that they're not as aggressive, or, you know, they don't behave this way, even if you get like a high one, or you're not trying to just fight them for the sake of fighting them. It's hard to tell where they are too, like based on the map. Like, they're at a higher elevation. Like, you can go by the water sounds a little bit. Let me turn on the music again, even though I'm gonna die while doing it. Or wait, I thought, oh, it must be different settings for single player and online. So I'm waiting, but and see, the cool thing is they'll fall down in the water, or it'll be kind of an obstacle for them to get here. The helicopter, obviously, you got to be out of the way of that. Like, this is a really good spot, but the thing is, you're kind of too close maybe to this in terms of where are we putting this? See, like, it makes me worried that it might affect me from here though too. That you have so you got to get to 5 stars first, which for some reason that took forever in the previous time. And then a player might come and kill me or grief me, which is, again, almost what it feels like sometimes. But Skinny Fetus 0. And anytime you step out, you get killed. Like, that's just how the game works. Where he's, like, landing down there. The helicopters can be the scariest things, too. The way they rappel people down and stuff. You can get them when they're up there too. You got to keep an eye on the whole framing. There's like 3 layers. What happened there? They don't throw grenades in this. Or I guess they don't throw grenades even in GTA 4 and stuff. I'm thinking more of the gang members. When you go to do the gang activity, they'll actually throw grenades at you, which can be really crazy. Or at least like later on in the game they start doing that, so it makes it, and they're so quiet and subtle that like you might actually miss it in the heat of a gunfight. They'll start to beep, but when they first throw them, you see, I'm just stunned. Like, what just happened? Who hit me? How did he hit me? Why, like, how? Like, from what angle are we looking at right now? I don't understand. So we have that sticky bomb as like security. We want to get to the 5 star, but I'm not gonna. What is going on up there anyway? Like cars are flipping. There's no other player there, or maybe. Where is that guy with the pink flying car? So I'm gonna mess up and die somewhere here, but I just want to get 5 stars, and this is a very cheese location, and I'm also cheesing with the regenerating health, but this seems to be like what you would have to do, and I don't get it. You're good, bro. I don't mean no harm. Bro. That is the definition of spray and pray. But yeah, you can get them on the railing here. Man, like their aim is sometimes unbelievable. Like, how you doing that? You poke your head out for 1 millisecond. Nobody seems to mind me doing this either. Like, somebody will complain, oh, why are you fucking with the cops? Or they'd just be surprised that I'm doing it. But they keep getting little pot shots at me from the top, and there's nothing I can do about it. I can't even see what's happening. Like, I don't get it. Like, I genuinely am just outclassed by their aim up top there. Like, how are you gonna get me at that angle? Like, that's just not behavior that I accept. Nobody's coming down here either. Like, I can't. Even as soon as I say that, recover the weapons. Or now they do this stupid thing. They reset. I hate that, man. I'm doing one thing and one thing only. They reset my wanted level. Right, and now they get stuck at 2 stars. So it went from like 4 to 2 because of some scripted shit that I'm not even trying to do, that I'm, you know, nowhere near. That it did that last time too. The game is trying to sabotage me with this shit. Business battle is over, so now can I get a higher star? Like, I'm done with this, man. Just, how did I not die in that time either? Ah, yes, of course. Remember when SWAT comes out at 2 stars? As soon as I step out. CEO of this organization wants you to become an associate. Like, how did they even die there? Like, what happened? I just get impatient and then I step out and then I die. Yeah, they might float down in the water a little bit. We're role-playing as the dude from It. The clown from It. Right down here they float. Goofy RP moment. They talk so much trash to you here too, but they don't. Is going psycho. Yeah, there's a sanity meter here, which there should be in single play. That would be kind of the right way to do it. Right, the way they're showing it here, but as an ongoing mechanic, like Renegade, Paragon in the single player, kind of like what they flirt with the idea of with the psychiatrist, but the world would behave differently to you, and you would have other dialogue options or plot choice options or other things, right, based on that. The game is actually sabotaging me trying to get the 5 stars because I had 4, I think, and then it reset because of the stupid ass thing, the whatever mission that just magically appeared to me. But yeah, you saw how I even walked out there because I was getting pissed about it, and then they had 2 SWAT guys, even though I only had 2 stars, which the SWAT doesn't come until like 4 stars, I feel like. Bro, now I'll step out and die. Or I kept throwing explosives up there too, but okay, this would be perfect if I got to 5 stars first, but the game literally stops me from doing it. Like, I'd love this if this happens at 5 stars, but they'll make me wait, and then like, I hate this. Like, I'll get it, and then I'll come down here after I get it, I guess. So stupid, man. Firewalk launcher. Oh, I don't have any of those anymore. They just don't do anything. Like, they're just waiting. Like, they can't figure out how to climb a ladder, or somebody's car is blocking the ladder and then they don't know how to go around it. Like, we found actually kind of a glitched spot, but it doesn't benefit me in any way because I can't do anything with it. Your mental state, people get rewarded for doing it, but they don't typically seem to care too much about doing it. Yeah, nobody's going to my funeral. You're right, because there isn't going to be a funeral. There's a lot of people up there, and I just can't deal with them. They don't seem to be having any presence on the left side there. Why is this so hard to get fucking stars, man? God. Looked like he was trying to crouch there for a second, but then he remembered, oh, this is GTA 5, a AAA game. Highest grossing game, one of the highest grossing games ever. Oh my goodness, it's a fucking no cover system, bro. The helicopters I don't really have to worry about unless they rappel down like right to here, but even that would be fine. The fact that I'm having to step out like this infuriates me unlike anything because, dude, like, why do I have to do that? Why do I have to do that when I have so many stars? It means that the spot that I found is really good, but how many does it take to get you to 5 stars? I should know it by heart by now. Now they'll give me another random business cargo type timer mission that I don't choose to be a part of, and they fuck me over. Gotta keep watching the ladder. I swear half the time I can't tell like where I'm getting hit from. Like it's just you catch like a stray bullet here and there. I swear I didn't have that problem in the single player. Well, again, because you're not doing this kind of thing, but I don't think the story ever forced you to fight cops. Just, but see, when they do too, it's scripted. Like at the beginning, it's not like a true wanted level. Not the way that, oh god, that first starting town that Ludendorff doesn't even have the capacity to give you 5 stars because it's such a shitty place. Like, oh, I heard they added it in some update that you could actually go there too. Must be, and online because they don't add shit to the single player. The whole significance of it is it's where Michael's from, I think, or whatever. I mean, he has history and backstory there. But oh no, we'll reserve it to online instead of as a DLC. You could give us a DLC of the backstory of Michael. You could do so many things. Bro, like, what am I looking at? You should get a certain amount of notoriety in a positive way, like your experience and shit, just for lasting this long. They seem to really struggle with getting here. Like, I don't... poke my head out for a second and I'll die. Like, where... It's the perfect spot. I mean, if I get 5 stars, I'm gonna just sit here all day and fucking, you know, do a 20. I'll leave it running overnight, like I swear to God, because they just don't come. I mean, eventually they'll come, but Brian, you good? No, he's beautiful. Like the song, Brian is so beautiful, most beautiful. So I don't have any explosives. I never even had a rocket launcher, which maybe you can't buy one for a while. That's one thing people lose the meaning of in games like progression, to feel like, well, you want to start with everything right away and stuff like that. Like, no, I want to work my way up. I want to earn better cards in a card game. I want to earn, you know, better weapons. I don't want to start with everything, so I have something to work towards and something to look forward to, even if I don't know. I'll probably blow up a car that'll give them an easier vantage point to get here, but or I'll end up blowing myself up with my own sticky bomb there. Even though it seems so far away, somehow I'm a little worried about it. And maybe I should keep throwing grenades up there every once in a while because I can't figure this out. But I'm surprised that the firework actually I'm surprised that the firework would actually have worked to kill the guy in the store. I was even making fun that, oh, it's harmless. It's just for show, but it still knocked him out. Check your phone for details. Vehicle. I mean, they've just given up. They can't get to me. They just can't get here anymore. Try to take out the chopper, maybe. Sort of, you get spoiled by Michael's shooting skill, maybe, and stuff too, that your online character maybe just can't match. And then one guy will come in and catch you off guard and just dome you or whatever, but we got the chopper still. I'm just trying to farm out that there's something odd going on with the game, just in case you didn't realize. Like, they're somehow throttling me. They're not letting me just have the normal experience. Right? Like, maybe I'm too much of a pussy for being here, but they're not letting me get 5 stars. They don't want me to. Somebody's gonna come down and get me too, but you know, it'll be once in 10 hours, so I'll go to bed and wake up and, you know, do a 24-hour. I'll literally do that, but then you'll get kicked for being AFK, even though you're in the middle of a fucking epic 5-star combat. Make some little macro that would be constitute cheating, but just to stop you from going AFK, where every once in a while it'll just hit the mouse button or something. I don't believe this, man. I hate that Rockstar Social Club thing too. So I'll never get 5 stars because they're just not going to let me get it. Right, the game is actually throttling me. I'm just not able to do it. And again, the best thing is get it first. I have to get it first and then go to where I want to go, because the spot is so good that's validating, but they won't let me do it. They won't let me do it. Right, you have to get the 5 stars first and then do what you gotta do. Then go where you gotta go. So somebody was running up on top there. This is what 4 stars looks like. How have I found such a godlike spot? With the water, with the railings, with the everything. Protection from the thing. The hardest part about this spot is not surviving at 5 stars, it's getting 5 stars. So if every once an hour one cop comes out, I could certainly do it that way. Or now certain things are blowing up. Could take down a chopper there, or I guess maybe not the chopper. Oh no, maybe it was. I didn't kill the pilot. I thought I just killed the other guy. Still not enough for 5 stars though, huh? Maybe I should just keep farming these choppers, but it's hard to hit them with my shit here. They just keep lining up to die. I feel like Super Perfect Cell. Oh shit. Or sometimes, yeah, they're just dropping people down, which I should be able to get this pretty easily then. Right, these little zip line rappelling down moments. Fuck. They may or may not expose themselves to me now. Oh wow, they sent on 4 of them. And if I start getting hit from there unexpectedly, I have the sticky bomb in reserve here. Now I better be very careful, because you got those 4 SWAT guys. Those are the ones who seem to one-shot me, but maybe they just start to appear more frequently at that time. There's too many pop-ups and shit that they start to do. Now they're putting these guys at the bottom of the water. How the fuck are they going to get up here from there? What kind of a weird rappel spot is that? They're just going for a swim. And I could easily knock them down into there anyway, but... like, what is even happening? It's like going through... maybe those things are... like, what... no, they're not even going there, but... okay, they've got a lot of people on me now. How did he get even on this side? He must have been rappelled down, because they never appear on this side. They always come from this side because they're climbing down the ladder. So how did he even get there? Even as I'm making fun of the rappel mechanic. So we got saved kind of by the sticky bomb there, even though there's only one dude. It's going to take me the rest of my natural life. Look at that. Look at that. You received 2,000 for continued good behavior. Keep it up. What kind of fucked up bugged game am I playing right now? 2,000 for good behavior. Ah, yes, because I'm only a 4-star. Look at what I'm in the middle of doing. So this spot is starting to expose itself a little. Maybe this side is better just because you get a clear view of the ladder, and they don't often come from the left side, but somehow they do. Or he did the one time. I'm so annoyed how hard it is to get 5 stars. Like, it's just impossible. Like, what it... Show me what killed me there. Like, I'm starting to become skeptical of how it works. Okay, I'm gonna get 5 stars first before I go there because I'm sick of this. Something contrived is happening. Who hit me there? How they one-shot me like that? It's not a natural thing that the AI would do. The store is always nearby for me to initiate this, but... Oh shit, I almost just fell for that. Literally. I don't know. I'm not happy about it. So what I want to do is I want to get to 5 stars first, right, before I even think about doing something. And it probably would have happened too if they didn't cuck me with the... That just validates that it's such a good spot, though, because... Right, the fact that they have such an impossible time getting there, and the only way I ever die is if I step out. You know, in a lot of these situations. So I'm doing something right. I have the right instinct for where to go, but I have the wrong way to get to the 5 stars.
They're coming for me. I can hear the squeak.
You're going to buy something? Yes? Oh God, no, please! Okay, I'm going as fast as I can.
As you literally stand there and do nothing. Look how cleanly and smoothly that happens. Where's all the bits of broken glass?
That's all I have. Just take it.
Sometimes he'll still try to shoot you here, though. Or even once you're out the door. So let me get up to 5 stars first. So you can do that little 360 spin. You hit the C and then you go like that. Right, you do it 180. Okay, we got to make this happen here, which I don't know how to really consistently get stars in a clean way. You look at the range on that. This is just meant to be an SMG, but it's still so good. Like I gotta find a secondary spot first to get... See, I'm already at 3 stars, so how hard could it be to get 5? But apparently it's impossible. Look how bullet spongy they can be too if you don't get a headshot. They'll end up dying sometimes just after a period of time, but I gotta use this blind fire maybe a bit more. I like what they did with it though, because it's not as busted as it has been in previous games. Like, it was always too good in GTA 4. You see, they shouldn't even be able to hit me from here with the way the AI typically works. This seems like actually a decent spot. We're at 4 stars already, so we have very little left to try to do. Sometimes I will just stay out in the open for too long, though. See how much easier it is to do if you just... See, who is hitting me there? Who? It came from the grassy knoll moment. Like, who is hitting me? So if somebody comes from behind here, which he's clearly hitting me, what a weird spot. Like, he was just landing and dropping them off. Okay. Like, maybe now it's time to go there, or... that was a pretty good spot, actually. Just, it seemed pretty wide open, but It really wasn't bad. I like how nobody even notices or cares that I'm doing this. You would think they'd complain, like, you know, you're harshing our buzz or whatever. I'll just occasionally take a shot and I'll have no idea how I'm taking it. Like from where? Like how are they hitting me? How? How? Like who is hitting me? It should give you like some sort of kill cam type thing. So is it possible in this game to get 5 stars? I'm just wondering. You know, I'm just genuinely asking. Like, I don't know. Maybe they did an update where you can no longer get 5 stars because I just can't figure it out. Uh-oh. What a slick maneuver. So now we'll try to go from here to get 5 stars, which is, of course, literally physically impossible to do, but at least I got a bit of a head start. Now, if anybody ever comes down here, which they won't, it's the most odd conundrum I've ever found. Like, the hard part isn't staying here and not getting hit. It's, I don't know. They always hit me before I can hit them, which is a great mechanic. I mean, it's really, really good. Wow. No, I'm impressed, man. I'm actually impressed. Like, what does it take to get 5 stars? Why? I've done it so many times in the past. Something about online, something about, you know, the way that they removed it with that timer. Like, something's just weird. Like, they don't want me to do it. Event starts. See, like, that'll throttle your wanted level because somehow if some event's going on. What if I just hold out in the shop? But then it's sometimes a tight range, but I'll still try to do it. So we'll kill the guy and then we'll wait in the back.
Yes, we're open. Whoa! Oh shit!
It's okay, I'll just take it myself. This is my store now. It's the same function basically, but I typically like to take mercy on them. I'd like to do it from here, but I don't like this because you're too close, right? They'll come in and they'll... This would be good, but the angle isn't right. Or maybe it could be. You know, you have much more room to work with. It'll take an hour to even get to me. 3 stars for killing 1 random dude. If you look at what gives you stars, sometimes it's very hilariously inconsistent. Like, they'll just be very... Oh, shit. Oh, that's a bit of a sneaky spot, actually, come to think of it, because nobody would ever think to look there or be expecting it. How did you... Explain that one to me, dude. How did you survive that? That is such a sneaky spot. That would be good in, like, PvP. Nobody would even be looking there or expecting it. Let's see how many hours it will take to actually do this, and the answer is pretty much the rest of my natural life, but okay. I'm just pissed. Like, just let me get the 5 stars, and then we'll see what happens, bro, but they won't let me get it. I'm a count. Like, how many do I kill? Okay, 1. All right, we're at 4 stars. I'll count. 1 kill. And 1 random dude is just going to dome me in the process of doing this. You can kind of close the door, and that animation kind of helps you a bit. They're just too close for comfort, though, honestly. Like, I have the bomb if I need it as a reserve. Or I kind of lost count of what I was doing, but... Yeah, maybe the door is, like, their ultimate weakness. You might think, oh, this will work, but at some point they'll be too close for your comfort. Maybe I could try it here. Like, if you can get 5 stars somewhere, you would think you could survive then, but they're just too close. Like, he could have just domed me there. Right, where... Or you somehow get something to block the door where they can't even come in. The way that a vehicle can sometimes do that. They're always very delayed with their shots here for some reason. If they shoot right away, right? Like, what are they waiting for? It could be the door somehow throws them off. He has the shotgun. He would have had a shot. It's something weird that happens. Yeah, they go into some weird animation with the door. They could, so many other times they're hitting me on the spot from a mile away. They're going in some weird animation. Or I guess because I'm hitting them at such a close range too, but I maybe shouldn't have wasted that even there, but... Oh, no. Fuck. That'll actually get me. That'll get me, so I just fucked myself. The one contingency that I had. Can you just get me to 5 stars, please? Position of their heads is very consistent here, too. Who would have thought, you know, keep your enemies closer is actually a good strategy. That sticky bomb is going to get me, I know it. Seems like they could have gotten me a million times by now, but... This fucking angle, man. Become a melee fighter. Alright, we're in the 5-star territory, so now they start to become either super aggressive or do something weird. Doesn't matter to me where I'm even hitting them. Alright, to close the door, it seems to confuse them a little bit. Just remember, the sticky bomb is actually probably going to kill me here, I would assume. There's something here that almost bugs them out, where they don't immediately attack you. Maybe somehow being closer makes it easier, though. I mean, certainly with my aim, it makes it a little easier, but... Why am I getting at such a weird angle now? Yeah, that door is like a godsend. I'm cheesing it with the door. I'd love to see the guy who one-shot domes me at some point, because it is going to happen. It's scripted to happen. It's guaranteed to happen. Right, the guy's even hitting me from there. I don't know how. They're starting to hit me now. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they suddenly do it. This one guy is the one. There's like an MVP unit that should at least look different. Right, that they send at you. Well, the concern here is that, oh, they're too close to me. Oh, the door is gone now. Or no, I just can't see it. I'm just blind. Again, as long as you're hitting them somewhere and you're kind of throwing them off, which means you could almost just do it like this logic. You could just spray in the doorway the whole time, but... Bro is getting Windexed over here. I'm spraying the door. AAA game, by the way. Highest grossing game, by the way. I'm cheesing it. Get like the right elevation for their head, and you just get them every time. Whack-a-mole-esque experience. Right, like the little flinch they do. Get that door fucking closed. That wasn't a kill, actually, but... Oh, no, the bodies are fucking with the door. Oh, they hit me there, at least. Oh, shit. Is somebody actually in the store? See, like, that poke out of my head could have got me killed. Like, how much of a psycho thing am I at now? But they shouldn't be able to hit me too well here. See how long I poke my head out, though. I should be much more disciplined with it. One of these guys is going to get me. The SWAT. I can't hit that guy. Like, he's invincible. You can tell I'm focused when my commentary style gets all dry like that, too. Like, just quiet and like my old school self, but... That door is very important, and... Oh my god. Oh my god. The bullet sponginess on some of these guys, man. Just my aim is so shitty. At least now if we get domed by the unknown assailant, we can at least see it very clearly, or it's going to be the guy over there who's just on point the whole time. I can't get him. This angle makes it impossible, physically impossible to get him. You can't do it. It cannot be done. Just forget it. Like, don't even try. He's still hitting me, though, from his angle. I don't know how, but they're starting to tear gas me. But is it going to reach me here or what? Is that actually hitting me? Or it might just stop my regenerating health, or it makes it hard to actually see. Like, bro, how? How are you even hitting me? When they just run straight for you, it's far more scary than anything else. But yeah, sometimes inside of some of these fewer interiors that the game gives you might be the best shot you have at some of this. That you can somehow abuse that. They're not scripted to work entirely properly there. Or like the door is even just legit closed now, so they struggle somehow to get in there. Or they shoot through it though, so I don't really get it, but it seemed like almost an accident at first, but the shooting through the door is a big thing. No. Fuck. They seem to get a little confused around it at least, or maybe it's just the placebo effect, but yeah, you get like one clear funnel point and you try to, that's the one. That's the MVP unit of the game that's allowed to just do whatever it wants. And because it takes an hour now to regen my health, they might get at me. Tear gas again, which might do more harm to them than to me, because if it reaches me here, there's nothing I can do about it. But they don't immediately do this at 5 stars, but they're starting to do it now. And I fucked myself with my own sticky bomb because I can't blind fire from here, by the way, too, but just the angle isn't quite right. This is always a bad spot to be in. Oh man, getting rough now. If somebody rushes me, I can't even hardly see it. That's the real issue with it, is the smoke screen aspect of it that you have, that you can't see, more so than that you can't. The fact that you can't see more so than the actual damage it may or may not do. We need a medic. Medic's not gonna help you here, bro. They're still hitting me from that far post over there, which is unbelievable. And again, I'm going to hit the sticky bomb in a pinch, but you don't poke your head out when it's red. But they don't rush you too hard here, not to jinx it either. But problem is I can't even pause it, but I want to keep this going. Yeah, they're getting like more scripted just to hit me now. Like, what the fuck? See, this is my strategic brilliance, though. I find these spots in a heartbeat that are like, my aim might not be the best, my gameplay might not be the best, but I can find a spot that I could be here forever. And even as I say that, I'll be made to eat my words, but this is the best you're gonna get. Now it's too open though, but then again, they close it themselves. Now, what kind of position have I allowed to occur there? There's somebody in here. God damn it. I'm getting kind of tired now. I said I could last forever, so I'll do it. Not based on pure skill alone, but these clowns who hit me from the long range here are a real nuisance. Like, bro is invincible, by the way. Like, fucking alien update. He's an alien from outer space, gonna call an airstrike on me. All these weird mechanics that they add in over time. But they started even going with the tear gas. I wonder what other mechanics they might bring in here, but probably not much because we've been at 5 stars anyway. But ammo is not an issue, right? We got 7,700, so we go as long as we can here. We don't get the headshot, but something about this door is going to turn out to be the most impactful element here. Oh shit. You gotta wait it out when you're regenning health. Regen health. Regen health. I don't know, man. Sometimes I reload too compulsively that way, but it's okay. There's always somebody off to the left side here that I can never get. He's still alive, too. Okay, this is getting a little bit annoying, but... Oh! Like, explain to me. I don't know. I swear. Explain to me what happens with that. Now, does my sticky bomb still stay there? I mean, that was a pretty good take. Like, I don't know. It feels like something unnatural happens. Like, I'm doing the same thing for an hour, and then suddenly you have to stroke a bad luck, or... It somehow feels scripted that you... like, if your sticky bomb stayed there even after you die. Paid the mechanic $10 for the day. And that was an okay time, but... Level lifters just saved me, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'm done. That was a pretty good thing. I don't know how long, time-wise, it really lasted. Like, that was an amazing spot. You can't really beat that. No, I'm sensing something, though. I'll even explicitly say it. I think that there's something scripted that happens there where you're just meant to get one shot. If I can go back and look at the video and watch my health. If you're fully in the green, you could just catch a bit of bad luck, I guess, but something almost feels scripted that you're just meant to die at a certain point, right? That it doesn't want you to have 5 stars for too long, or... Imagine running around outside in the open like that, though. At that level of wanted level is insane. Like, how can you do that? It's a pretty unique car, that Atomic. Isn't that like the... No, I think that I'm thinking of something else, like the Bug Stars one, but it kind of looks similar. Where is my garage here? I like to log out in my garage as if it's a safe house, even though you don't have to do that. Yeah, I stupidly bought the cheaper garage instead of... That was at least a satisfying length that I lasted, even though I don't understand. I'm gonna watch it back, too. I don't understand sometimes how it works. Because maybe if I wasn't at full health, or I mean half health, regenerated, you know, I can accept it, but I'll look at it after I end off. Whatever, I don't know what this series is turning into. I'm just doing it like way too often without like much context to it. See you tomorrow.